Hello everyone, my name is Michael Matthews, and today I will be speaking to you about the Home Depot, and more specifically their Eco Options program. So just to lay out some background information, the Eco Options program is Home Depot's approach to make the environment a little more greener and help consumers save on those high expensive energy bills. So now that we know a little bit of the background information of the Eco Options program, let's get down to the root of the problem. And really just being completely straightforward, their original target in their original campaign was just way too broad. When it comes to touchy subjects such as being green and being eco-friendly, you really want to make sure you have the right target because not everyone is green and sadly not everyone wants to be green. In addition to their target being too broad, they were also unable to reach this broad target because their communications platform was also too broad. And since the communications platform was too broad, this is a ripple effect, and this exhausted their budget into their marketing strategies that failed to get their message across to their broad target. And so forth. Again, with the ripple effect, this also brought in a lack of awareness, which is just another issue. And then now that we kind of have an idea of what the Eco Options is and what the problems are, we want to get to their objectives. And so Home Depot has created 5 objectives, and originally they want the people to be aware of the Eco Options program. They want them to have an overall standing of what it is. They want them to have an understanding of how exactly it can help the consumers and how it can help the environment. And additionally, for Home Depot, having pride for their eco-friendly efforts, they want to be recognized for that and they want to be appreciated for these efforts. And I truly believe that in order to receive that recognition first, they first need to complete the objective, and that is in differentiating themselves from their other leading competitors. And so really within these 4 objectives, that brings forth our 5th objective, which in the success the 4 objectives hope to bring, they want to really fall back under their umbrella of their traditional mantra of that is more saving and more doing. And again, now that we know what Eco Options is, we know what their problems are, and we understand a bit their objectives or what their goals are, we know what their end game is, we want to focus a little bit on the critical factors. The critical factors are very important in solving Home Depot's problems. First and foremost, we want to obviously redefine our target. We want to truly grasp who it is we are trying to reach and who will benefit Home Depot, and not only benefit Home Depot, but benefit the environment at the end of the day, because that is their overall goal, is to make the environment more eco-friendly and a little more green. Next, they need to revisit their communications platform and really just create a better, cheaper, more cost-efficient way to reach this new and improved target. They, like I said, in their original campaign, they spent a lot of money. So with this campaign, they really need to watch their spending this time and really allocate their budget and follow it to a T and very precisely. They have very little to no room for errors and mistakes or like trial and error. And then lastly, I found that another critical factor in all of this is that in order to differentiate themselves from their leading competitors as Home Depot wants to do, they really need to conduct research of these leading competitors and look into similar initiatives that they might have and see like what will benefit them to be different from those competitors. And then in deciding those 4 critical factors and what are necessary in really solving this issue, we want to evaluate them and evaluate all of the possible alternatives that could possibly help and benefit Home Depot and the Eco Options program in the long run. So today we're going to be discussing and evaluating the redefined target, the new communications platform, and a new approach to create awareness and recognition. So let's move forth with our new redefined target. Our new target, as I like to call it, is the Green Home Improver. And now I have separated this target into 2 separate targets, one being married, young couples ranging from the age 25 to 35. Now, these couples who have just gotten married, they're typically purchasing homes and more so fixer-upper homes. And being that they're younger, they tend to be a little more eco-friendly and a little more green and like just a little more healthy with themselves and with the environment. And now moving forward to our other target. This target is on the opposite end of our age scale, and this is what I like to call our happy midwife. Now, our happy midwife ranges from age 45 to 65, and her kids have successfully left the nest. She's either at or she is near retirement, and since she is bored at home with just herself or possibly her husband, she's a little tired of the appearance of her home. So mom's a little ready to begin some new fun home projects and home improvements, and she's getting a little DIY whim. And so in putting this new green home improver on a pro and con list, this new target provides Home Depot with a much better understanding of their consumers, and having these targets on two different ends of the spectrum, I really think is a pro, because it works in their benefit in that it is a really good alternative to have two separate targets on opposite ends rather than their original overall, just like massive, everyone is welcome kind of target. At least that's what I got from it originally. And also in reaching these two targets is also a perfect way to induce buzz, because they can simply the younger couples can pass along the information to their friends who are purchasing new homes, and the wives can pass on their information to their other happy midwife friends, or to even their children who could be purchasing homes themselves. So the information can be passed along anywhere through buzz and word of mouth. But however, looking at it on a con side level, narrowing down the target might be a little risky in that we don't want to cancel out any of their already existing customers that might not fall in our happy married couple or happy midwife target. So we want to make sure that we don't forget those consumers. And then lastly, another con that I have found in having a younger couple from their ages of 25 to 35, being just married, they may not have too much wiggle room in spending, and they may be very limited. So if Home Depot can show that this program is cost effective, they might be a little more inclined and a little more geared to going towards it. Moving forward, we want to look at our communications platform and kind of see how Home Depot is going to revamp this platform. And I think the best way to revamp this platform is by using modern digital media channels. They can use social media channels, more specifically like Facebook and social media, to reach both the older and the younger target. This can also include informative and promotional banner ads on energy websites or bank websites. And I really think that these banner ads, if Home Depot uses these banner ads, it will be a perfect way to show that they're cost efficient, and it is going to really help consumers save on their energy bills. Changing platforms, I believe overall, is a pro in itself, because it is just a much better way to reach this intended audience. These new strategies are cost efficient, and they should also be very easy to maintain within the allocated budget. And also using online social media channels will also be a pro, because it's very easy to produce and very simple to measure. However, being online, it may be another pro is that being online is another way for consumers to be very interactive and feel involved with Home Depot and the Eco Options program and what exactly it is and what it has to offer. But a con side of this is that looking at our older individual target, they do tend to use Facebook. However, social media might be a bit of a challenge in reaching this older target, because they are not up to date and may not be that technologically advanced. And then lastly, looking at our awareness, I find that to really gain this awareness that they are seeking, Home Depot needs to really cultivate these email blasts. And they can offer incentives of 15% off when customers sign up for these email blasts. And these newsletters would be a really great way to target the Eco Options program. It can be geared towards that. It is a way to offer customers specifically eco promotions and just general information about protecting the environment, and more specifically the Eco Options program. The email blast would be effective because it could easily reach both intended targets and those outside of the target. Producing email blasts will also be a low cost and help Home Depot stay within their budget. And another pro is that it's going to be very easy to measure and can provide consumers with informative insights of eco-friendly options. And then another con side is that not everyone will open this email and not everyone is going to read it. And that is just simply because that people are quick to delete their emails in case it might be spam. So in conclusion, I really think that Home Depot needs to truly redefine their target and segment it into two specific targets. This target will better fit their goals and the intent of their Eco Options program. Reaching this target with their revamped communications platform will effectively and cost efficiently get their message across thoroughly. Lastly, I think that in creating these email blast newsletters, it is the perfect way to ensure that Home Depot receives the awareness and the recognition that they deserve for the Eco Options program. And in making these very easy and few challenges, I think it's a perfect way to really ignite the Eco Options program and help Home Depot truly stay true to their traditional motto and of more saving and more doing. So thank you for listening with me, and I hope to work with you soon.